Hi friends, today is your first lesson in science on light. So we're going to be studying light for the next week and a half and all the different parts of light. So the first thing I want you to know is that light is energy and people use light to see. But sometimes the light is bright, so we block it with our sunglasses, like mine. And you also have a pair of sunglasses in your bag too. So the first thing I want you to do, and you're gonna pause the video while you're doing it, is I want you to put your sunglasses on, and I want you to find something across the room. So go into a room that's a little bit darker, or the shades are all drawn and the lights are all out, and either put a piece of paper on the one side of the room with some words written on it and you stand on the other side of the room, or go into a room that's dark and look at a picture on the other side and put on your sunglasses and try and read with your sunglasses on in the darkness or in the darker. So just try that little activity for a minute or a few minutes, pause the video, and when you come back, we'll talk about it. Okay, friends, now that you're back and you've tried your tried your sunglasses out and it was dark in the room and you had your dark sunglasses on, what'd you find out? You needed some light. Now maybe you could have read across the room, and that's true. Sometimes in the darkness you can make it out if you squint with your eyes, but it's harder with your sunglasses on in the dark to read or to see things, and that's why we need light to see things. Light is energy, and we use light to see things. So I'm gonna play a little game with my kiddos. Here's Reagan, Kennedy, and Jonas, and they are gonna look around my living room and they are going to tell me, because a lot of things produce their own light. Some things don't produce light, but a lot of things produce their own light. So we're gonna play a little quick game of I Spy. What do you see in this room?
The TV.
When I call on you. See, even at my house, we yell out answers sometimes. What do you see in this room that produces its own light? Jonas, we'll start with you. What did you see in the room that produced its own light?
Candle.
Good. Ding, ding, ding. One good answer. The candle produces its own light. Kennedy, what's something in this room that you see that produces its own light?
The fan light.
The light on the fan. Very good. Reagan, what's something in this room that you see that produces its own light?
The TV.
The TV. And you can see some more lights on top of the TV. There's one more specific thing that I see, kids, McCormick Kids, that produces its own light. Can you point to it?
The computer.
The computer produces its own light. Very good. Those are all things that you can find in your house. And I'm sure you can think of a ton more things that produce their own light in your house and even outside. Like the sun produces its own light, and flashlights produce their own light, and your bedroom light produces its own light. So there are lots of things that produce their own light. I'm gonna tell you one thing that doesn't produce its own light: the moon. The moon does not produce its own light, though when you look up in the sky, it looks like it's glowing. Why is that? It's actually the sun hitting onto the moon makes it glow, makes it look like it's all lit up. So looking at today's science page, you are going to read the top paragraph about light and what it has to say about light and how God created light. You are going to look at those pictures and circle the things that produce their own light. And then you are going to draw a picture of something in your bedroom that produces light. So today's book pages are page 107 and 108. Read about light, friends, and I will see you tomorrow.